You know from that experience just how difficult these closeout games can be. So how much pressure is on Golden State to close this thing out in Cleveland tomorrow?
Well, it's not a lot of pressure on them, to be honest. They still got 4 games that, they can pretty much play. For Cleveland, that's where the pressure is, I believe. But for Golden State, I mean, it's going to be difficult for them to come in here and really close this team out. But right now, to me, they have the momentum. This is their opportunity. They should probably grasp this opportunity now because they've seen this momentum shift before in this series. And right now, I think they have them on the ropes. The Cavs pretty much gave their best punch, I believe, in Game 3, and the Warriors had an answer for it.
Well, if you're looking for a silver lining, if you're a Cavs fan, you went back to Golden State for Game 5, down 3-1. So, and you certainly, the Warriors probably self-inflicted pressure to return a favor, so to speak, choked away a 3-1 lead, sweep them as sweet revenge, obviously, and you would love to celebrate for a second time in 3 years on the Cavaliers floor. But that said, though, Golden State, if they were to go 16-0, where would you put them in terms of all-time great teams? Because I think they can be they can stand alone as the only team to do that, but I'm not sure that I would say that makes them better than your Bulls or Magic's Lakers or whatever.
Despite what Las Vegas seems to think.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what? The bookies was wrong last year, so we can't always believe in Vegas. They had this 73-team pick to be the best team. They lost to a Cleveland team last season. So, you give this team credit for the moment and right now.
Yeah.
Right now we are seeing some of the best basketball that we've ever seen in this era. In this era, the way the game is being played, the Golden State Warriors have mastered it. They've mastered it from the three-point line. They've mastered it from the defensive end. So they have put together a full package. They got great shooters. They got guys that believe in each other. They got guys that really like each other. The chemistry of how fast this team has gelled and blended with KD is amazing. And the fact that they have really sort of turned it over to him as their leader is amazing, that they didn't have to go through that period like LeBron did when he was in Miami, that grace period of trying to figure out who's the real leader.
I was saying about KD going into it, if he showed out, which he has in these finals, that he would change the minds of a lot of his critics. Because when you're the best player on the best team, that's different than just being along for the ride. Where were you when he first made his decision to join 73-win finalist Golden State versus where you are now on him, seeing him perform the way he is in these finals? Have you come around maybe from where you were?
My opinion is still the same.
Okay.
As a free agent, you do what you want. It's your choice. And what he did is something that was different, A lot of other players that you may ask, or, his colleagues, would they do that? They would probably say no. But when you look at what KD has done, his position of being able to step in and be their number one guy, this is something that Golden State needed more than KD. And the fact that he's been able to come there and embrace it and has been able to ride the wave all the way to the top.
Yeah, he made them better.
Yeah, so you have to take your hat off to his decision, to the management, the coaching staff, and everyone who had a part in bringing KD to this organization, because they've created an atmosphere there. They've created, obviously, a great basketball team that we believe that will be around for years to come.
All right, I'm going to put you in an awkward spot and make you be the tiebreaker. So Mike and I were arguing earlier in the show about LeBron.
Which one? Which argument?
Okay, we had a couple arguments, but I'll stick to this one in particular since you played with that guy named Michael Jordan. So last night, late in the game, obviously LeBron, he kicks it out to Kyle Korver on the wing. Draymond with 5 fouls is on LeBron. To me, this was not a situation where I thought LeBron was shying away from the moment. And people keep having that dumb conversation with him. But I did wonder, from a situational standpoint, was it better for him to just go at Draymond as opposed to kicking it out to somebody who's kind of struggled a little bit in the playoffs with their shot?
Well, there's two different types of players. One, the player that we want LeBron to be, and the player that LeBron James is. LeBron James is a facilitator. He's a creator. He's a guy that makes very high basketball IQ plays. And in that situation, and in most situations, that's what LeBron James is going to do. He's not a great shooter. He recognizes that. He got great shooters on his team. He recognizes that. So we've been wanting LeBron to step up and have this what they call alpha gene, take last-second shots, take big shots. That's really not who he is.
He's taking some big shots. And made a lot.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, and he can take more, and he should take more. So in saying that, as a spectator, I would love to see LeBron be more dominant, more selfish with the basketball, be willing to take that last shot, and put the onus on him.
I would have loved to have seen LeBron be a little more aggressive, now that I think about it, when it comes to his contest on KD's shot. I just feel like, LeBron at this point, given what he's done, should be Teflon when it comes to his decision-making being criticized. And, not to mention, look, he makes the play that was the right play, that was the team ball play. So out of one side of our mouth, he shouldn't have done that. Different circumstances.
Right.
But out of the other side of our mouth, Kyrie shouldn't have done that. What he did, he played hero ball. He tried to, again, different matchup, a different situation, but one person made the right play. The other one made the play that's celebrated if you make the shot.
I think they are both comfortable with what they did. I think their teammates are comfortable with what they did because they're accustomed to those guys doing those same things in situations throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. So, yes, to me, Kyrie's shot was a little bit out of character. I felt like he was trying to get the 2-for-1, and Golden State defense was set.
Real quick before we let you go, are you and Mike getting together this weekend to celebrate the 20th anniversry of the flu game? It's Sunday.
We're not.
Hold me up. 20 years. Can you believe it's been 20 years?
We're not going to get together to celebrate, but we may be watching the celebration this weekend.
Oh, no doubt. You got that right.